Hey, you guys are probably seeing a picture of Arrow right now. So, I thought I'd just talk about Arrow in the latest episode called The Scientist. And honestly, it was probably like the best episode of the season so far. And the whole season has been so good for some reason. Like season 1 was kind of like some episodes were good, some were not, but every episode so far has been so fucking good. And I really like how like the supernatural stuff and powers are like really coming into the show, but it's really like coming in slowly. And I really like the whole Solomon and Grundy fight they had this episode. It was pretty cool seeing him getting his ass kicked and him flying in the air when he gets kicked by Grundy. But I doubt they're gonna call him Grundy because I don't think they're gonna go with that approach right away. But it was pretty cool, and the whole love triangle with Ollie and Felicity and Barry Allen was so fucking funny in my opinion. And fucking Barry Allen won me over like over 5 minutes right when he started the show. Like the actor is so good. He did a really good job playing like a young Barry Allen, and a lot of people were like saying like he wasn't gonna do a good job too because the fact that he looks young, and maybe because he was in Glee, maybe that's why they're like probably criticizing him away. I mean already. But other than that, the episode's really awesome. And like it's pretty cool, like how like he told his identity, like he knows his identity already by the end of the episode, and like the whole big mid season finale comes next week, which I'm so excited for. Like I didn't even want this fucking episode to end. That's how badly I love this episode, dude. And like the whole Deathstroke being on the island still, like him like that little blood serum thing or whatever, where his eyes like where they're trying to like heal him. That was pretty cool. But I feel like he's gonna get healed by that thing, but he's gonna lose his eye. So that's a cool way to do it, like how like they had in the comics where he loses his eye, but he gets enhanced, like his strength and mind get enhanced or whatever. Like it wasn't like back in the old comics with Origin and stuff like that. That was like pretty awesome to see. Like I wonder, like there's like a preview. There's recently just a preview they showed today on DC.com, or I think it was DC.com, where he was in the fucking his hideout, Ollie's hideout. Like when I guess like in the preview, Ollie was laying down, still passed out. I guess looks like he's waking up and Shadow's there. But I feel like that's just like an illusion or something, or effect from the drug he got stabbed with in the shot that shot his leg. So yeah, that might just be a little bit of nothing. So I'm just assuming because that'd be cool to see him finally back where Ollie is, see how they interact with each other. That'd be cool, and like it'd be cool to see how like if Deathstroke if Slade gets to see Ollie just as Green Arrow for the first time, that'd be pretty cool. I want to see like I wonder what his reaction to that would be. Like he's like, "What the hell? I remember the last time I saw you, you're like a white rich boy. Now you're a fucking guy going after people at night." That'd be pretty crazy to see that. And fucking Roy, I really want like Roy Harper and Thea to know Ollie's identity for some reason, because I think it'd be really cool if they had like a big group of people like just helping out Ollie, because how it is right now is like a small group of people, but they add a little bit more. But I feel like that might be bad later on the road, because I feel like that's gonna be too much of bait. I don't know, that might just get too much though. So yeah, but like I'm probably gonna talk about UFC after this, so I might go to the UFC site right now so I can make some predictions for some fights coming up. I've been wanting to do this recently to predict some fights, but I don't know, I've just been really lazy as lately with work and stuff, Christmas, Thanksgiving. Oh yeah, so next fight is UFC Fight Night, Mark Hunt versus Silva. Mark Hunt versus Antonio Silva. I don't know, man. This fight's weird, dude. Like, if Mark Hunt wins, does he like? Because I don't think he's in the UFC top 10 ratings right now. I mean, the top 10 for UFC. Is he? Yeah, he's not even in the top 10 for the heavyweight. So if he would beat Antonio Silva, I definitely see him being in the top 10 fighters. Just like the thing with Jake Shields, when Jake Shields beat Damian Maia, he went straight to the top 10 because he wasn't even in the top 10. Fighter rankings. The thing is, if Antonio Silva beats Mark Hunt, where does that put him in the rankings? Because he's not even in the rankings, Mark Hunt. So would I really just like where would that take him to? Like that's what I'm wondering. Because like I know that he's not gonna fight Cain Velasquez. He's not gonna fight the current champion right now. That's for sure. Because he lost to him twice already. So yeah, if Cain were to lose, I don't even know, dude. That's the thing I'm talking about. Like, it's really like a lose-lose situation if you think about it for Antonio Silva. And they're both coming off of knockout losses, which sucks because they're probably going to knock each other out. So, like, one of them is going to have 2 knockout losses in a row, which really sucks to have on your record if you ask me, dude. I wouldn't want to have that on my record. And next fight is a Shogun versus James Tuna. I don't know much about James Tuna, but I think he beat that one guy who knocked out that guy fast. What the fuck is his name, dude? Yeah. Fuck, what's his name? Yeah, Ryan Jimmo. Yeah, he beat Ryan Jimmo. That's like the recent victory. Wait, is he coming off a loss too, off of Glover Teixeira? I don't know. I really don't know, dude. But I don't really know about this fight. I don't know much about James Tuna, but I really want Shogo to win because he's been kind of losing lately, which sucks. Because I don't know, man. He said he's dropping to middleweight after this, but I don't think Dana White likes when people drop weight classes and stuff like that. So I don't really know. And then the next fight is Ryan Bader versus Anthony Parrish, and I think that Anthony Parrish guy got knocked out by Ryan Jimmo in 7 seconds. So yeah, I don't think he's gonna win this. I don't know. I want Ryan Bader to win. He's been looking cool lately. And then yeah, Pat Barry's fighting. Every time I see Pat Barry fight after the Chicago fight, Chicago when he fought Chicago, I feel like he's been getting knocked out a lot recently, dude. Like he wins one, then he gets knocked out. He wins one, he gets knocked out. I feel like that's how his record looks, dude. That's kind of weird. So yeah, but I really like Pat Barry. I like his nickname too, HD. Is that stuff for like Hyper Die? Well, I'm assuming it does. And yeah, I might as well predict the UFC on Fox 9 card with Joseph Benavidez and Anthony Johnson. I mean Michael fuck Mighty Mouse Johnson. Demetrius Johnson. Okay, there. But I don't know because like if this fight goes to 5 rounds, I guarantee you Demetrius Johnson's gonna win by decision. But the only way I see Joseph Benavidez winning if he knocks him out between the first or second round. If he doesn't knock him out by the second round, I guarantee you Demetrius Johnson's gonna win by decision. Plus, he's been fucking winning a lot lately too. Like a 3-fight winning streak. Joseph Benavidez ever since he lost to Demetrius Johnson. So yeah, that's my prediction for that fight, guys. I should probably pause this video right now so I can change the picture so it won't be arrow. So yeah, the picture right now is Gail Gadot, or whatever how you pronounce her name. But we'll talk about that after I predict more UFC fights. And the next prediction I'm gonna make is the favorite McDonald, and the same thing goes for here too. I really don't see this fight going to decision because I don't know, dude. Michael McDonald's so young, but he's so fucking good, dude. That's how crazy it is. He's like what 22, and like Ryan Favor's like 30 something. I don't know, cause I feel like if I feel like he can get him with a choke. I feel like Michael McDonald might lose by if I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. All I'm saying is Uriah Faber is gonna choke out Dane McDonald, and this is the fight I really want to fucking predict is the fucking Carlos Condit versus Matt Brown or Mr. Fox. That's what Dana White calls him because he's always on the Fox cards. But seriously, dude, Carlos Condit versus Matt Brown. All I see is like a fucking knockout. I swear to God, that's all I see in my head is like a knockout. He's coming off a knockout too. Like I think he's coming off like 2 knockout wins. Matt Brown, yeah. And Carlos Condit's coming off a knockout win too over Martin Kempin. The thing is, if Matt Brown wins, that he's definitely gonna be like number 2 on the fucking rankings. How is he not gonna be number 2? Because like, isn't fucking Carlos Condit number 2? Wouldn't he like get super bumped up if he wins? But if Carlos Condit beats him, where does he go from there? Because like he beat a guy lower than him, so does that really like notch him up to number 1 or something? So I don't know. I really don't know about that. But if all I see is like a first round knockout by either fighters, that's how crazy this fight's gonna be, in my opinion. And shit, dude. Oh god, I guess like the same thing goes with the whole thing. Fuck, what's it? He just fought recently. Johnny Hendricks, the whole like George St. Pierre thing. Like if George St. Pierre really leaves the UFC and retires or takes a break or whatever, if the title's vacant, is it gonna be Carlos Condit versus Johnny Hendricks or Johnny Hendricks versus Robbie Lawler? Because I don't know. Because Robbie Lawler beat Rory McDonald, and Rory McDonald's like a high as fuck in the rankings. But after he beat him, he boosted up to the rankings. So I really feel like it'll be Robbie Lawler versus Johnny Hendricks. But right now in the rankings, I'm saying weird right now. Right now in the rankings, Carlos Condit's number 2, and Rory's number 3, and Robbie's number 4. Which I don't understand how Rory got bumped back up 1 and Robbie got bumped back down, which just makes no fucking sense in my fucking opinion, dude. But yeah, I really hope there's a knockout in that fight between Condit and Matt Brown. But fighters like they're really like favorite people like like the thing with fighters who always knock out people. I hate when they verse people who can knock out people too, because it gets me so worried. Like, no man, I don't want to see him get knocked out because I like the other guy so much. But same thing goes with the other guy. Like, oh, I like the other guy too so much. I don't want to see him get knocked out. It's just like a really fucked up feeling to think about. Like, you don't want to you don't want to root for any of the other guys because you feel sorry after. So that's what I hate about this sport. It makes me do that, dude. Yeah. So that's pretty crazy. So I guess we can talk about the Nate Diaz thing too. With his big, he has like he had a huge knockout win over Gray Maynard, which was pretty fucking cool. I'm surprised they didn't stop too early on, because he was like punching the shit out of him, dude. I'm surprised they even like stopped a little bit early. Well, I thought they would too, because Gray Maynard looked so fucking out of it. He even like he dropped to the floor after they called it off, which kind of sucks too, because Gray Maynard's like what, he's on like what 2-fight knockout losing streak now, which that kind of sucks to have, in my opinion, dude. And fucking Nate Diaz's post fight interview was so fucking hilarious. He's like, yeah, I knocked him out. I won. That's what's up. And he's like, we gonna beat your asses. I thought that was just hilarious as fuck. That's like way better than Chael Sonnen's, in my opinion. And the final thing we're gonna talk about, or I'm gonna talk about, because no one else is here to talk about it with me, is the whole Gal Gadot being Wonder Woman. Yeah, my first opinion or thoughts when I heard she was gonna be Wonder Woman was like, whoa, the girl from Fast and the Furious. She's just way too skinny. That's the only problem I have with her, dude. Maybe that's the reason why I don't see her as Wonder Woman. That she's just way too skinny, dude. And the weird thing is, she's barely been in any movies, and they're gonna cast her for such a awesome role, in my opinion. That's gonna be weird to see her as Wonder Woman. And like, I feel like this Batman vs Superman movie is secretly gonna be a Justice League movie, because they announced that day too that supposedly there's gonna be a Flash in that movie too. And I really hope it's the one from Arrow, because the guy played Flash really good. And I really hope Stephen Amell is gonna be in it too as Arrow, because I think that'd be really cool too. But I don't know, dude. She's just too skinny. That's the problem, man. And I feel like Batman vs Superman is really not going to be the name to the movie, because like, why would they name it that, really? Because like recently they've been like buying a lot of domain names, like some other names for the movie. What if it's secretly called Man of Steel, The Justice League Begins, or something stupid like that? And the problem is, a lot of people want it to be called World's Finest, but in my opinion, I feel like there's only one reason why they're not going to call it World's Finest, because right now in the comics, World's Finest is a title with Power Girl and Huntress. And I feel like if they were to call it World's Finest, people will get that comic and be like people who start reading comics after they watch that movie are going to be like, what the hell? Where's Superman? They're going to be so confused. Maybe that's one of the reasons also that they're not going to name it World's Finest. But I don't know if they do. World's Finest sounds like a better name after Batman vs Superman, in my opinion. Anyways, they should just name it fucking Man of Steel. Wonder Woman's gonna be here and she's gonna be skinny or something like that. That'd be just really fucking funny. And fucking Henry Cavill says that he wants Cyborg to be in that movie too. And Cyborg, he's really just an easy character to do, in my opinion. Like, why isn't he not in the movie? That'd be cool to have him, like, have him be at Star Labs with his dad or something, or have him be on TV playing football. And that'd be just cool to see Cyborg, because that'd be. I keep repeating myself. I fucking hate doing that. But recently, I got a moped too. I want to add that to the video. And my moped, it goes 30 miles an hour, and it's kind of like bluish, light bluish. It's really fun to ride. I'll show you guys a picture after this video if I don't forget. But yeah, thanks for watching. This is just like a random talking.